Welcome back to Crypto Spaces, back with another Russell update for you guys. Crypto will never be easy. If crypto was easy, everybody would be rich, right? If crypto was easy, everyone would be making 6 to 7 figures every month. It's never gonna be easy, right? There's gonna be periods where like it feels like it's easy, but even so, it's still gonna take some type of challenge, right? Just like how everyone was expecting an alt season, but the real bull run was on, a bit of base, tiny bit of base, tiny bit of mainnet ETH, and majority of the bull run was on Solana, right? At the past year in 2023 to 2024, right? So Russell having a correction right now, and a lot of people are scared, a lot of people are worried. I'm not worried, man. Like I said, guys, this is why you always take initials, take your profits, because we talked about this at 3.5 mil market cap, so we're still up. I'm not worried at all. And if this is your first time hearing about or knowing about Russell, now's the time to get entry into the project, man, in my opinion, right? Again, you only need 100,000 tokens, and I covered it yesterday. That was $600 at 6 mil market cap. Now it's at 4.6 mil market cap, so that's gonna be $460. You might be like, well, now I'm underwater. What do I do? Oh, I'm underwater. $465 gets you 100,000 Russell tokens, right? I think that's a great bet to make. We've never seen Brian Armstrong interact with a meme this much, right? We've never seen Elon Musk directly reply to a meme. Whether or not people want to argue, he just replied to the socks looking cool, that doesn't matter. Elon Musk replied to Russell. Brian Armstrong interacts with Russell. Brian Armstrong bots Russell's base post on the base app. Like I said, go download the base app so you could check that out, or just go to the Russell Twitter and check their tweet, right? Typically, like I've said before, my thesis remains, man. Price action aside, my thesis remains. Dog coins tend to outperform. Saw Dogecoin go to 80 bill market cap. Shiba went to 40 bill. Floki 3 bill. Baby Doge a bill. Doge La Mars a bill. Akita Inu, Kishu Inu a bill, right? A bill a piece. What else? What other dog coins? Dog with hat 5 bill. How many dog coins that went to a bill, right? That was like 8 dog coins that I just mentioned that went to $1 billion market cap, right? So in my opinion, Russell is in a great spot to get your 100,000 tokens. If you want to DCA more, that's on you, right? I'm not telling you guys to invest an amount that's gonna break the bank, right? And I'm still gonna be covering it because, again, Russell is just in a massive range, right? Whenever it does get that breakout to the upside and breaks its previous all-time high, 21 mil market cap, there's gonna be some type of catalyst that does that, makes Russell break his previous all-time high, and then that's when you're gonna see it going on a crazy massive run, right? And this is the thing, right? Crypto, like I said, is not gonna be easy. There's no such thing as a free lunch. If you thought you was gonna jump in Russell and get a massive move out of here and just instantly get rich, no, it's not gonna work like that. Take a look at, for example, Pippin, right? Pippin right here, just sideways. And this is the thing, I knew about Pippin, right? And I saw someone tweeting a while ago this year, sometime early in this year, that Pippin may go to $1, right? And I bought some, but I didn't hold for the length of duration of it. Basically had to wait a year. You had to wait a year before you finally started to get the move, right? You had to hold for a year before you finally started to get the move. And what's so questionable about Pippin is that the Twitter wasn't active. The community members weren't active. So this is straight up manipulation crime candles, right? And that my point is that this is how crypto is. Only the people that were mentally ill bought this in this sideways and was like, whatever happens will happens. If I lose my money, I lose my money. They bought it, and then boom, just like that, you put like $2,000 in Pippin, right, at 20 mil market cap. Now you got 46K. It goes to $1 billion market cap, you got 100K, right? It finally got it. And you know what when that happened, after it moved up and broke the high, right? It had its high here of 254 mil. It broke the high, and now it's free reign, free game for Pippin. And I see the same thing happening with Russell. You see, it had its first high, and now it's just been in a consolidation, sideways trend. You know, pops along the way, making higher floors. I think it's gonna make a higher floor, right? I don't think it's gonna come back down to 2 mil. And if it does come back down to 2 mil, well, I'll just buy more, right? Just add to my bag a bit. Why not? That's gonna be a great entry to buy some more, right? Because it's only gonna be $200 for 100K tokens, right? So again, like I said, just 100K Russell is a good amount. That's $465, right? $465 right now. You don't have to go overboard. And in my opinion, Russell is a $1 billion coin, if not multiple $1 billion coin. And I'll stick with that thesis. Let's take a look at the Twitter before I end the video off. I'll stick with that thesis, man. Followers on X going up 6,247. Brian Armstrong just retweeted the happy holidays tweet that Russell started to get its shine on, right? And then you see Russell, the sacred socks, right? You know, honestly, they should, you know, the Russell team should make these socks a thing, and then have them on the website in the merch store, right? The Russell socks. They just make the lure go past Web3, right? Just, you know, get as you know, the team, the CTO team, you know, get these socks on the merch store and start selling them. You never know what could happen, man. Brian Armstrong might just, you know, see that and be like, yo, what the heck? Boom, another catalyst right there. Elon might buy some. You know, then you see what's Elon's son name, the youngest one, X. You might see X in some Russell socks, right? These are the type of things that you can't rule out, man. Happening, right? Crypto always catches people off guard. Things that you don't think are possible always happens, right? Who would have thought Dog with Hat would go to 5 billion market cap? I bet you no one did, right? And you know, and so was all the other memes that went to billions last year. Who would have thought, right? No, I bet you no one did, but they did. And yeah, so Russell, in my opinion, still in a great spot, right? As long as it's in this range, I'm bullish, right? If it makes a new low below 2 mil and goes down to like 1 and, you know, starts dropping, then I'll be like, okay, you know, maybe we were wrong here. But as long as it's in this range and we holding above these levels and the range has not been broken, as long as the range has not been broken, I'm bullish, right? So now you're even cheaper to get 100,000 Russell. You don't have to spend $1,600, $1,000. You only have to spend $460 for 100,000 Russell right now, which is a great buy in my opinion. So as always, none of this is financial advice. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I'll catch you in the next one.